So this is David.
I'm David.
How's it going?
That's good. How you doing, man?
Good, good.
Glad to have you here.
Yeah, thanks. This is well rehearsed, by the way. So
welcome to Vermont and
yeah, thanks.
The land of RAD.
Yeah, RAD in Germany means bicycle, right?
Wheel
Wheel
and bicycle.
Okay.
Like radial tires, radial.
Yeah.
Some years ago, 1999, I had a business card, and it was R&D. I was running an operation and on a consulting. I was developing pushchairs, and they didn't really know what title to give me because I was a contractor. So I just said, just give me an R&D card. So when I go visit suppliers, that they know where I'm coming from. When the EU became an EU, and a European Union, we needed to have an entity in Europe. They said, what's the name of your company? Because I just, I needed a legal entity to do business there. And I had a business card, and it was R&D, and they said, well, what do you do? I said, well, all things that roll was was the basis of what described what we do. And so R&D equaled wheel and RAD, and at the end of the day, it was a really cool thing to do. And RAD equals RAD equals RAD is kind of how it accidentally came about.
What year was that?
I was in 2000.
Okay.
In Germany. So we started in Germany as a product development. Well, I was in the U.S., but we had a basis in Europe in pushchairs and other cool RAD round-wheeled things. This was a project that bounced around over the years in concept. We were the first ones to actually put it into a production. I'm pretty proud of it. It was an unlikely product in the beginning that turned into something that I think we've got several thousand of them out there at this point in time.
Out of all the shops I've visited so far, it seems like you might be the most adaptive focused. All the shops I've been to can cater to the adaptive community, and some of them cater more, some of them cater less, but it seems like what percentage of the products that you sell are for people with adaptive needs?
Our average customer is 70 years or older, or VA. We do a lot of work with the Veterans Administration on various different injuries and balance challenges and TBI, and just in comfort. Fitting a bicycle without any type of condition is adaptive if you really think about it, and optimizing the fit. We just do it at a higher, more involved level. I would venture to say we do more outreach in programming than almost anyone else. From a RAD perspective, what we've done is we've created a showroom studio that has virtually one of everything that we do, or is a good representation of the spectrum of what we do. If an individual has questions about this versus that we can go side by side in camera and talk about it and demonstrate it and help the process along.
So when you say in camera, you mean people are calling you from all over the world? All over the world. And they're like, you can take them into the showroom and you can guide them through and help them to diagnose what kind of vehicle is the one
would be the most probable fit.
Yeah, to solve their problem, whatever that might be.
Yeah. Oh, this is an amazing bike. This is an AZUB Ti-Fly X with the new generation Bosch drive. It is kind of your ultimate machine in all-terrain mountain bike style riding. It provides good balance, great comfort, great performance. What makes this one more interesting than some others to me is that we can change the spec a bit and kind of go from mountain bike world to touring world. It could be a tire spec change, it could be an accessory change. So the Hase is a unique tandem bike. It's a recumbent seat for the front. The captain, in tandem vernacular, sits in the rear position, and the stoker will sit in the front position. What also makes this bike interesting is that if you look at it, the wheelbase center to center on the axles isn't much bigger than a standard bike. So it handles really brilliantly.
Can you use that undercarriage for cargo as well as
this
wheels? That one's for the wheel, right? So the wheel nests into it?
No, this one is set up as a cargo bike, and it's got a platform as an accessory.
Oh, okay.
So that you can, put your case of beer or go to the grocery store, do your Costco run. Think of a car-free mentality. Drop the kid off in school, go to the grocery store, and you've got different accessories that allow for cargo capacity.
And this is Henry, your son?
This is Henry, who is mechanicking, and he works on the on all elements of what we do. He does a lot of traveling for the company. So it's definitely a family affair and team. Henry, why don't you take this bike out for a quick spin for me?
Absolutely.
What is that for? Just cargo?
Yep. So that's a big old cargo bag.
Oh.
So I can pull this in all the way.
Oh, that's what you're trying to get it on?
Yeah. So it's a strap that pulls up.
Wow.
There.
So it becomes something completely different at that point in time.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, it morphs
Yeah.
into...
And it's a lot of space. You could put...
It's about 80 liters, is what they say.
Huh. Wow.
It's definitely different than a lot of other bikes. But in the same way you gotta learn how to ride a regular bike, it's just trying to find a different center of balance.
Mm.
It's a bit more like riding a motorcycle with the kind of amount of weight or
The turn.
and the turning.
And the turning.
It's like your steering is so far in front of you that a lot of it is just kind of
I mean, I can imagine like the amount of fun that the traveler gets to have.
Yeah.
You know, if they're like, that's what I keep thinking about, even with the running frame and, you know, these sorts of things. Like, you're putting people in a position that they might not have felt like they could get into. You know, whether it's you're sitting here, you're feeling the wind in your face, you're the head of this vehicle that's flying through the air, or your feet are finally hitting the ground in some sort of substantial way where you're moving yourself through the world again.
We have a
it's pretty
number
cool.
of couples that it enables them to continue to ride together. A lot of it is stroke related.
And then that just rolls up into the seat itself and becomes the back.
Or it just comes off altogether.
Right. But it doesn't have to.
No, that's right.
It doesn't have to. It's still got purpose even when it's folded up, you know. So this is your showroom.
This is a showroom,
Sort of office
slash
space.
studio.
Planning center,
Yeah, I mean,
boardroom.
we do meetings here. Clients can come here. From pediatric to geriatric, we kind of cover a spectrum of age groups. This is a specialty hand cycle you're looking at. This is a pretty bad boy bike. Oh. Yeah, as I do damage to everybody.
Yeah, that's a monster.
This is a monster. This is a sport-on hand cycle. So pretty extreme riding, and we've got a lot of wheelchair users that are looking for that upper end sport ride, and this meets that need.
Okay, so now we're cruising over to the service center.
Yeah, I'm going to call it a service center, warehouse. We've got a variety of bikes that are kind of representative of. Let's turn that bike around.
The only reason I like the back is the frame of this Hase is different than.
This
right?
is it is.
I
Okay.
mean that thing shouts out to me.
This is a new generation model that was introduced last summer, supplementing, probably replacing ultimately the older generation. It's got a full suspension, some pretty slick transmission options of auto shifting and roll-off hubs and NVOLOs and other. It has a differential, so both rear wheels are drive wheels. And
This is a nice one. Do you carry this one?
this is
I want this exact one.
You know, this guy shows up the other day with this amazing bumblebee-like effect. It just hovers, no doubt about it.
Who's that?
This is a Thai Fly X. There goes Anja, Miss Hase. And we're going to put her on the camera here in a few minutes. The AZUB Thai Fly X, as you well know, is just a bad boy all the way around. Yeah, they're just something.
So my name is Anja. I work for Hase and RAD Innovations. We started import for Hase Germany, or with Hase in Germany, 2012. And I have a long history with them. I am German, I speak German, I think German, the times when we started 2012 was pretty good, but then, you know, we survived COVID together. We're going to survive the tariff crisis together. I organize the import. I work with the dealers almost every day. I answer questions. I answer a lot of technical questions to end users and dealers in the country.
If somebody, whether it's a store, buys a Hase in North America, they're getting it from you?
Yes.
Right. So
Yeah.
you have all of North America's
Well,
distribution.
we used to also work with Canada, but now
Okay.
because of the tariffs and retaliation through Canada, it is very hard to sell electric bikes into Canada.
Can you, since we got a Trigo on the bench, can you give me the anatomy of a Hase and like what sets it apart? What sort of customer is interested in a Hase Delta versus an AZUB?
So people that want to sit more upright, they usually choose, in this case it's a Trigo. This is a person, he had a stroke, lives in Montreal, is riding everywhere with his bike, on trails, rail trails, in town. But unfortunately he has to store his bike in a shared parking garage, and somebody stole his battery and mangled the bike in the middle of it. But we're trying to make the best of it. But the Trigo is the starter bike. It's the least expensive, but works great for people that don't want to go a lot of miles, just in town or on a short rail trail. The Delta has one wheel in the front. It turns better than a tadpole trike. It has a smaller turning radius. Almost on all Delta trikes, the seat height is higher, so it's going to be easier for people to get in and out. And on the Trigo, you can actually adjust the seat height very quickly. You can also do that on the new Kettwiesel 1. It's the height adjustment is just amazing. I don't know if you've seen it outside.
He showed me, but you show me
I can show you. The height adjustment on the new Kettwiesel 1, we call it K1.
What does Kettwiesel mean? Is that a German word?
Kettwiesel is a German word, and I explain it so that Kettwiesel was a magician in a German film series, but obviously nobody here knows that. So I say cat, is chain, weasel is a weasel, so you could call it chain weasel.
Yeah, okay.
But this is the starting point. This is the lowest position.
Okay.
Lowest position we have right here. And then we open the quick release in the back. And then we can come up like this. There. And then also here in the back. Okay, so this is the highest position.
Wow.
So
yeah,
that's quite a bit. And then for transport, it is really easy to shrink it. So you take your tool that lives under here on 2 magnets there, and then open this one. All the way. And also the steering rod. Then you grab here and here and you push it together. That's the smallest position. And then get your seat down.
Wow.
And there you go.
Teeny tiny.
Yeah, it's really short, compact. What's really nice, the things we insisted on the new model are that we can still have a tandem coupler, which is really important for Hase, and that you can have luggage. There are points here where you can add a basket holder, and then also the little rolling bag that we had for Kettwiesels before. They still fit in there.
Cool. This shop visit is going to be a problem. I'm about to leave. I'm pretty much wrapped up everything I need to do. I'm going to head to Massachusetts, but I have so much footage. There's so much to tell about the crew and the products and everything. I'm glad that we pulled out because, you know, they have a lot of trikes here, but they're stored in trailers. They're ready to go to different venues and events to show off, to be boxed up, to be repaired, or just demos on the floor. And there's so many of them here, but they're so sparsely, there's so much space on this facility that, you know, it didn't look like a lot in the showroom. It didn't look like a lot of stuff. But now that we were able to kind of pull them all out and make this kind of cool like front shot of the shop, now you kind of get an idea of just like what RAD does and what sort of Hase Delta trikes and cat weasels and stuff that they supply. But it's pretty cool.
On a quiet country road in Cornwall, Vermont, nestled between old barns and green pastures, is one of North America's most forward-thinking adaptive cycling companies, RAD Innovations.
We're here in Vermont. We got here in 2012. Part of what drew me into it was the lack of product that was available to the adaptive community, both on quality and cost effectiveness.
RAD Innovations specializes in highly adaptive solutions, building systems that restore freedom, movement, and confidence to riders with unique needs.
I got involved with RAD after a stroke I had in 2009. It takes days, if not weeks, to figure out what your disability is and what equipment they need. They got it to me really fast, but then it's go out and ride it, Larry, go out and ride it. What works, what doesn't work. I mean, this thing is a great in-town bike because I can just do a flip U-turn and like, woof, I made it.
From hand cycles, tandems, frame runners, and everything that rolls, their catalog and approach are one of a kind.
If you've had a stroke, we can put everything to one side or the other side. If you're an amputee, we have a series of adaptations for pedals that can optimize the range of motion to an individual. This is Henry, who is mechanicking, and he works on all elements of what we do. He does a lot of traveling for the company. But, you know, it's definitely a family affair and team.
I think just about when my feet could reach the pedals, I was testing little products or strollers that we had set up. I wouldn't go so far as to call myself a test dummy, but I have flipped a few prototypes in the industry at bike shows.
The team is also the primary North American representative for Hase Bikes.
My name is Anja. I work for Hase and RAD Innovations. We started import with Hase in Germany 2012. I organize the import. I work with the dealers almost every day. I answer a lot of technical questions to end users and dealers in the country.
My wife was a ski instructor, and when I had the stroke, I said, well, I'm not going to stop playing outdoors. So I couldn't snowshoe because I couldn't walk, couldn't ski because I'd fall over, couldn't bike on a fat bike with two wheels. So RAD had the trike program, and I looked at Anja and said, can we put fat tires on these? And she said, yeah, I think so.
As both dealers and builders, their understanding of fit, performance, and potential goes deeper than most.
Our focus is really on the adaptive community and world. We do a lot, I would venture to say we do more outreach in programming than almost anyone else.
Visitors don't just come to RAD for a bike. They come for a team that listens, adapts, and empowers. From the hills of Vermont to the communities across North America, RAD Innovations is redefining what cycling can be and who it's for.
So cool to like watch that transformation from some of the people who come in their powered wheelchairs, taking control, being able to get on a trike and under his own power, be able to go on a ride or be able to lead a ride even.
So give them a call and come visit RAD Innovations right here in Cornwall, Vermont. They'll be waiting for you. Hey guys, thanks for watching the episode. If you're interested in following along on the Van and Trike Tour, check out my Map My Travels map in the description below. It shows the path I'm taking, and it'll be updated with dates as I progress along the route. The map was built on an app designed by my friend Tice, and it's something that I've been using since I started cycling around Asia almost a decade ago. Upload routes, customize your points, and even attach videos and images to each point. It's a fun way to share your journey, and it's available now if you're interested. Tice is offering a 50% discount on a coupon code that you can get by capturing the QR code on the screen or just by clicking in the links below. It's a great way to share your tour and help out a fellow cycle traveler. Thanks again, and catch you in the next episode.